quedan disponibles.
Right. Good evening, students. Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, good evening. All right. Yesterday, we discussed a few questions on HR, right? So we'll continue. There are two, three questions left to discuss. Let us discuss them first, and then we'll move to the next topic. Yes, I think we are done with the career gap as well as the meaning of your name. And yes, the next question now. Use any few words to describe you, or sometimes they will have a particular number with them. Like they simply ask you, use any three words to describe, or else use any one word best describes you. So these type of questions are very common, right? If such question comes to you, how will you answer? Yes, hope you got the question. The question is, use any one word that best describes you. Quick learner, adaptable, dedicated, creative, ocean, hard worker, creative. Okay, fine. Fine. So if you have any good words with you, then it's fine. If you not, then try to find some which best describes you as that is suitable to you. Along with that, you should also give one example. As I already mentioned yesterday itself, like what's the importance of mentioning the example. And yes, the next question now, what will you do if I won't select you? So just don't panic. They are just asking you just to understand whether how you are reacting to such kind of questions. Their intention is not to deselect you. So if such question arises for you, like what will you do if I won't select you, or if our company won't select you? So what will be your answer? Hope you understand the question. If we won't select you, what will you do? I'll correct my mistakes and I'll try again with good skills. Give my best for the job. Okay. I think I have not sufficient talent for this role and I'll study again and try again. Focus on my best career. Again, I will try. As it's a good experience for me, interview. Then take it as an experience, then again do it. Focus on next job. Okay, fine. So if such question comes to you, you should show that enthusiasm that you really want to work in that company, but never you want to leave that company. Simply you can say, like, if you won't select me, then I understood. there are some skill gaps in my profile. So I will rectify it by taking the feedback from you at the end of the interview, and I'll work on it. And I then come for the interview again to this company. So then coming to this company again for the interview is something that shows that you are really curious to work in this particular company. Okay, so coming to this company for interview shows that you are really interested. So you should mention such kind of things here in the answer. Yes, I think there is no chance to not select me. If there is any, I will recorrect it. I will try again. Yes, you can also say that. All right. How will you manage to stay productive while working from home? What if we provide you work from home opportunity? And as we all know, that work is all about distractions. I mean, the home is all about distractions. How you are going to manage that your personal life with this professional life? Just their intention is to understand how you are going to be productive. Like you need to convince them that you are going to a productive one, even you are working from home. Because nowadays it's very common. Work from home is a common thing to this employment part. So how we are going to manage or convince them? I'll use time management methods, okay, by maintaining a fixed schedule and keeping clear daily goal. Okay. Yes, I already got the answer. That is time management part. Like time management by that prioritizing the important tasks and completing them on time. And I leave other time for my personal space, but I never let my mind distract during my professional hours. Is what the answer you can give. And at last, here you can see the toughest challenge you ever faced in your life, or the what's the most happiest day in your life. Like, tell me some situation where you find one work is really difficult and how you manage it that. So these type of questions are very common, and here I put this etc. for a reason because there is no end for these questions as you can see each and every question now. Like here you can find the word you, and then here what is more important to you, and again what do you know. So word you again, and would you, how would you. So almost in every question you can find this similar thing, that is you, common word, that is you. So that is the exact reason why you don't have any chance of saying I don't know any answer. It's all about you only. So you need to analyze yourself properly. Okay, at last you will get this question. Do you have any questions for me? And it's very important to ask them few questions that shows your confidence, because until then you are the one who just given the answers for their questions. Now it's your turn to question them. So they just test your confidence skills. For that reason, you need to ask them at least two or three questions. And one more thing, if you one step out of that interview room, there is no one to clarify each and every doubt, that whatever the doubt you have regarding joining or anything. So you need to clarify everything, because once you join and struggle, it's not at all good. So that is a waste of time for you and for them too. So that's why you need to know each and every detail, like about the shift timings and extra hours. All these things will be there, right? Like work from home options. And there will be many. Whatever the doubts you have, you need to clarify everything. But your doubt should not be something very silly, or how many holidays are there, or something like that. Okay. Simply, you can use this line as if you get such type of question, then you can easily understand that this is going to be the end. The interview is now ended. So that's why she or he asked me this question. Do you have any questions for me? So you need to show the gratitude first by saying, first of all, thank you very much for being so polite and friendly to me throughout the session. as that I can express myself so easily is what the gratitude you need to show so that you'll enter their mind in a very positive way. And can you please tell me what are the qualities you are expecting from a fresher like us? Is one such ideal question that you can ask. And I want to know if I am selected, then what should I improve before I join your company? Or else you can have some insightful questions like what what's the exact thing that I'm going to do in the first 90 days after I join? Or what exactly is this company working for? So these kind of insightful questions are what you need to prepare and go. And if you have any other questions related to work, you can also ask that. Okay. So this is all about the HR questions. Hope everything is clear to you. And as I put etc. at the end, so you should prepare yourself. Researching yourself is very important because we don't know from where the question arises, on which aspect. So it's better to have a clarity on each and every aspect. So this is all about HR that I just completed the remaining part. If you have any questions, any doubts related to this round, this particular round, then you can please ask. Or if you don't have any questions, then we'll proceed with the next topic. Yes, shall we proceed with the next topic then? Okay, fine. As I said yesterday that I'm going to teach you how to prepare the resume. So I'll teach you that aspect in the next class. Like today, I want to teach you something else, which is very important and the core topic in the whole soft skills, that is communication. Okay, just a second. Okay, dress code for interview that I'll teach you in the next topic. But as of now, the core topic in the whole soft skills is what I'm going to teach you. So in this topic, that I'm going to teach you a few things like how to control fear, and along with that, like how to communicate effectively, like the golden rules for verbal communication, and along with that, how to present our voice in a proper way, and how to present our body language very well. Okay, these are the aspects that I'm going to teach you. So first of all, communication, as I'm telling, this is a boon to humans. Why this is a boon to humans? Why communication is a boon to humans? Like you know the meaning of the boon, right? Boon or bane, as these type of words are very common in the group discussion topics. Is social media boon or bane? Okay, why communication is boon to humans? Can anyone tell me why? Because no other living organism have that exactly. Yes, we can share ideas. By communicating only, we can interact with each other because it connects our thoughts, feelings. Yes, all your answers are true. So no other organism on this earth has this ability to communicate. Of course, every organism has its own way of communication, but we being a humans has a special character to frame the words, and like we may use different languages for communication, and one language that works well no matter wherever we go, that is English. And we have already like the knowledge on this English aspect, so we should feel like this is a boon to us, right? Yes, one to another person transforms information, communicate ideas, exchange the information, combination ideas, feelings. Yes, all these things are true. So a good communication is a bridge between confusion and clarity. As while we communicate normally to clear all the confusion and to get one clarity at the end. That's why it's very common that we should, like we use it to listen this, that we need to sort out. A proper communication is the key. So we should never lead to some miscommunication. Otherwise, that will lead to a lot of problems. So everything comes here. So what it is required to communicate well, what things are required more to communicate well? I mean, as I already told you in the first class itself, that communication is something that we are doing every day. But the communication that we are learning here is totally different from the communication that we make every day. So to make our communication a proper formal communication, then what things are required? Good English talking power. Okay. Grammar, of course, grammatical rules, confidence, good phrases, idioms, tone, understandable, language skills, structured sentence, pronunciation, surroundings, and a good practice, body language, fearless, knowledge on that language, speaking clearly, confidently, syntactics, morphology, good practice, communication, listening skills, eye contact, fluency, way of expressing, and then listening gestures, confident eye contact, topic. Okay, knowledge on the topic is also very important, of course. Yes, anything else? Like, why you are so dull today? As our topic is communication. Okay, you need to be active. Learning, speaking, writing, reading, LSRW. Okay. Social contact. Simply to communicate, a lot of things are important, as everyone mentioned a good points here. So the first thing that is important is to have a knowledge on the topic, right? So the first thing what it is required is knowledge, and whatever the knowledge we have, we need to present that with a proper language. So here proper language in the sense, the language that here we are working on is English. And in English, what it is required? A proper rules structures. So you need to apply a proper rules in this English. Then only others can easily able to understand what you are trying to convey. Like there should be no misunderstanding. Like you should not blame some other for not understanding. Like it's from your end that you need to communicate properly. Only if you use the proper phrases, helping verbs, verbal forms, and everything. Like just like with our mother tongue, we have some rules. Every language has its own rules. So our grammar should be proper. I'll tell you one simple example. Listen carefully. Like why this English grammar, following grammar is very important. Like one word changed the whole situation here. Like one word just killed the patient. I'll tell you a story. Like how one word killed the patient here. Let's listen carefully. So normally there is a hospital. In one room, there are three people, and the first person is here is the person who is patient sleeping on the bed, and the two other persons are one person is nurse and one person is doctor. Okay, clear with this part? So the doctor is saying, just listen this carefully, the sentence which I'm going to say you now. The doctor is saying to the nurse, I need 1 liter blood for my patient. I need 1 liter blood for my patient. Okay. So here he has used the word for. You know what very well what is the meaning of this for, right? So I need 1 liter blood for my patient. So the nurse listening skills are very poor. Instead of for, she understood it as from. She understood it as from. So simply what she understand? I need 1 liter blood from my patient. But what doctor told? I need 1 liter blood for my patient. And what she listens is, I need 1 liter blood from my patient. So automatically what happened here? Like after the doctor goes, she extracted 1 liter blood from the patient. So now what will happen? He's supposed to have 1 liter blood externally, but she extracted 1 liter blood from his body, out of which he lost his life. Like he dead. Why he dead? Due to miscommunication. Where miscommunication happened here? With a just one word, that is for, instead of from instead of for. So although they are sounding same, for and from. So that's why it is very important to have a proper listening skills too. Normally, whenever we hear about this communication, we only focus on speaking, but it's not just always the speaking part. We should also concentrate on listening. So it's a two-way process. It's not a one-way process, that is speaking. It's a two-way process. Like the equal importance is with the both speaking and listening. Okay. Yes, active listening. So next, we'll proceed with the communication. You all know what is meant by communication. It's a two-way process. One is listening and one is speaking. And it's also a transfer of information from one person to another. Like that is the purpose, the main core idea of this communication, to transfer the knowledge. So here you can see a bunch of keys, as each key representing one soft skill. And this communication key is the main key among all the soft skills. Like the majority thing, like a core thing here in the whole soft skills is this communication only. Like if our communication is good, then automatically everything goes good. So communication is in the key that says communication skills form the cornerstone of soft skills here. Like every other soft skills need this communication part. Okay. As success for you, communication is a responsibility, not to have a good, not a good to have skill. Normally, we are learning it as a subject right now, but it's a right thing to do means no, as that is our responsibility to have a proper communication. Like we should have that ability to communicate well. We should always take it as a responsibility, just like we have a mandatory responsibilities in our life, right? So you need to also take this as an own responsibility, as you should not consider this as a subject. And you know very well, like what if we consider that as a subject, what will happen? Then we will never learn it properly. Just like on the first day I've told you, like English is something that is a part of our life since our childhood, where it got started in our nursery, and it is still continuing with these interviews. But we are not perfect is in this English language, only because until now we just consider this English subject as a subject, English language as a subject. But that is a language where we communicate with that language. So whenever you consider this English language as a responsibility, then only you can able to speak well, right? So learning language is not all about learning the grammar rules. It's all about speaking, listening. So it's not just about learning the rules. So before that, just do one thing. Everyone, just take one paper, a book, a paper, pen, anything it may be. Anything it may be. Just take anything like a paper or book. Once you are done, please let me know. Once you are done, please write yes in the chat box. Just take one book or pen. Sorry, one book and pen or paper or pen. Anything is fine. Okay. Now I'm going to show you one activity where you need to do it by yourself. Just do one thing. I'm going to show you almost like 20 questions to you. So based on that, you need to rate yourself on that aspect. Just write one and then rate that, and two and rate yourself, three rate yourself based on that questions. Okay. So are you all ready? Are you all ready? Okay, fine. So here you can find first, I'll read it for you. You don't need to rush. I'll read it for you slowly. But before that, just check here. Like for example, weak voice. Weak voice. Just think from your point of view. Do you have that weak voice? If yes, how much? One means none. You don't have any weak voice. Like you are very much perfect. One means you are perfect. Very slightly, slightly intense, and very intense means you have a high problem. Very intense and 5 means you have a high problem with that. So hope this is clear to you. So based on this, you need to rate for each and everything. So just mention one and then rate for that part. Okay. At last, you need to add all these things, and based on the number, then we can understand at which level we are at regarding this communication part. Okay. So the first one, you need to rate yourself for weak voice. Do it. Just think and be genuine. Be genuine. How can we control anxiety during an interview? As this, particularly this class is to make you understand that thing only. Okay, don't worry, I'll teach you. You don't need to reply in chat box. You just give that number in the on the paper. On the paper, okay? Weak voice. Just rate for weak voice. And be genuine with yourself, because no one is going to watch, and I even not asking your last number, that added number. So be genuine to yourself. Okay. So just give a genuine rating for yourself. Weak voice. Next, shortness of breath. Shortness of breath in the sense, like while speaking, you face this breathing problem. Shortness of breath. Shortness of breath. Okay. Next, awkward pauses. Awkward pauses. Awkward pauses. Awkward pauses in the sense, if you get any question and you are taking a long silence or long gaps to frame the sentences. To frame a sentences, you will take a long gaps. So for such thing, just rate yourself. Awkward pauses. Like immediately you will stuck somewhere where you are not getting any ideas to speak. Awkward pauses. Hope it is done. Preference to look up or down. Simply your eye contact. Overall eye contact. Like assume that you are appearing one interview, and just think about your eye contact, or just think about you are standing in front of 100 people. Now, usually few people have this habit of looking up for a long time, or looking some walls, or looking down continuously. instead of looking into the audience eyes or a person who is taking your interview. So based on which you can rate up yourself. Simply eye contact. Eye contact. Okay. Hope you are done. Next, preference to look up or down is done. Next, rapid heartbeats. Rapid heartbeats. Like assume that you are the next person. Before you, there is one person went inside the interview room. Now you are the next person who is going to give your interview. Then automatically your heartbeat increases, as this is common. Or else, while sitting in front of the interviewer, like whenever they go silent and just listen, automatically we'll get this heartbeat, rapid heartbeats. Okay. Playing with pen or hanky. Like few people have this habit of playing with something always with their hand instead of giving a gestures. Okay. No eye contact with the audience. This is also part of this. But here, particularly, previous, the fourth one is related to interview. Now it's related to the audience, that is saying while you are presenting, like in the simply presentations, during the presentations. Next, moving too much. Like few people have this habit whenever they stand for the presentation, they have this habit of moving too much. Or even while sitting, they usually have this habit of moving their body. Next, trembling hands means nothing but the shaking hands. Like usually we shake with our hands. Next, few people face this cold, like they shiver, and they also feel this cold out of that fear. And then inability to think clearly. Like your complete focus is on interviewer and that room and some things on that room. So you're not, like your mind is not letting you think properly. So inability to think clearly. And then next, dry mouth and throat. Dry mouth and throat. Dry mouth and throat. Okay, dry mouth and throat. Next one, 13th one, no facial expressions. As you keep your face like a robot, or do you change your expressions? No facial expressions. And next, wanting to end speech. Wanting to end speech means you are very much anxious to end speech or to complete that and you want to leave from that place. Wanting to end speech to complete it as soon as possible out of that anxiety. And next, too fast rate of speech. Like sometimes out of the panicness, we speak so fast. Like we are not much clear with each and every word. So we speak very fast. So you have, if you have such habit, then rate yourself. And then feeling dizzy, dizziness, feeling dizzy, feeling dizzy. Next, Feeling awkward and clumsy. Feeling awkward and clumsy. Dizziness means numbness. Numbness. Like you know about numb, right? Numb. Like there is no sensation. It's like something like that. Dizziness. Okay. Why 7? But it is having only 5. Okay, rate it properly. Next. Uh, Feeling awkward and clumsy is done. Hope I hope. And next, perspiring too much. Perspiring means sweating a lot. Perspiring too much in the sense sweating a lot. Like you normally sweat, right? But a few members get a lot of sweat during the tense situations. And next, feeling nervous. Feeling nervous. Feeling nervous. And at last, shaking voice. After feeling nervous, the last one here is shaking voice. At last, shaking voice. Okay, now hope you are done with all this 20. Now do one thing, just count everything. Just add everything and just keep that number with you. Do it. Once you are done, please let me know. Okay. Hope everyone is done. Okay, fine. Let's see the ratings now. So if it is from 20 to 37 or almost like 40, then fine. You are potentially an effective speaker. Like there is no problem with your communication regarding this anxiousness. And if it is from 40 to 60, then it is also not a major problem to you, as you will become a better speaker with a little practice. And if it is from like 60 to 80, then you should spend some time learning a lot of things. And if it is from 80 to 100, yes, if it is from 80 to 100, then don't worry, you are not alone here. Okay. So there are a lot of people who are facing this problem of this communication. So still you have this chance of getting or overcome that problem of bad communication. Okay. And I'm here to help you for that. Hope you got your ratings. 36, 22, 42, 50. Okay, fine. If you are getting such kind of number, then fine, no issues. Okay, fine. So now the activity is done. Now let's move to things related to the communication. Let's first discuss about the verbal communication, as I'm going to teach you the golden rules for verbal communication here. So verbal communication means what we speak it with our voice is nothing but the verbal communication. So what things we need to follow here? Think before you speak, as this is the most important part. That why we need to think before we speak normally, because a lot of times we just leave some words and later we regret that why I've told that words to him or her. So instead of having such regrets, particularly during that interview times, out of that anxiousness, like we share a lot sometimes. and later we struggle to cover up or to manage that. So think before you talk, as that makes our answer so structured. And we should we also have this consciousness and what to speak and what to avoid. And that's why you need to think before you speak and know your message. Whatever the message that you are trying to convey, you need to analyze that first, whether if you say that message, it will be conveyed properly or not, is what you need to decide, and based on which you need to say it. Simply make every message politely, as that politeness is something that you can enter someone's mind in a positive way and get to the point quickly, as particularly situations like interviews, as we get very less time to prove ourselves that we are a perfect being. So within that speculated time, then instead of elaborating something in a long way, adding a lot of unnecessary information, it's better to add or come to the point quickly. Giving a proper concise points is very important. That should look like it should cover all the points, but in a within like a less matter. So you should try to find a lot of one word substitutes for that instead of saying a lot of definition kind of things. And know the outcome you want from the conversation. Like yesterday, we have seen few questions, and you need to think from his point of view, like what exactly he is expecting from this conversation or this particular question. So you should have that empathetical kind of mind so that you can easily guess what he's expecting, based on which your answers also goes well. And practice the art of persuasion. You ever seen this marketing people, like the one who is selling their products? Like even though we don't have any intention to buy their products, like they will convince us to buy. And even without knowing ourselves, we will be convinced to them, and we attract to their speech, and we buy that product. So it's all about the communication only, right? Like he has this ability to convince someone. So in the same way, you should also practice that art of persuasion. Persuasion is nothing but a convincing or negotiation kind of thing. So you need to have that skill and practice that skill so that you can convince your interviewer that you are a right fit, or even anyone that you are going to meet in future, like whatever your the point that you are going to convey, that is right. Okay. And plan in advance what you want to say, as this is very important. Yesterday we have already seen few questions. If you prepare such kind of ready hand answers, or things that we already learn, and if we keep with us, then we won't face any kind of problem. Normally, what's the reason behind this fear? Like why we feel anxious? It's simple, because like we don't know what kind of what the question exactly we are going to face, and this ambiguity makes us so confused, out of which we have a lot of anxiety and nervousness. So that's why just have a practice on each and every aspect. Like in the first day itself, I've told you like what are the rounds of interview, and in the upcoming classes, I'm going to teach you each and every round well, like I did yesterday HR round. Just like that, I'll also continue with the other rounds of interview. Now you somehow have this idea like how to present yourself, what to include and everything, based on which if you practice or plan everything in advance, then everything goes well in the future. Okay. So this is what the golden rules that you need to follow during the interview time. And next, how to communicate effectively, as this is a question that everyone is having, and even have got these questions, many of these questions yesterday, day before yesterday, on the first day, and even today. As you can find, these are the solutions for that. First, you need to control the fear. Like everyone saying that we should control fear. Like even a kid come and say to us like you need to control the fear whenever you go for an interview. But no one tells us how. Like how I can control the fear. No one tells us that. I'm asking you. I'll tell you how to control fear. But before that, I'm just asking you, is there any suggestions that I can expect from your end Like how to control fear normally. You have any suggestions? In the group discussion part, I'll teach you during the group discussion class. Okay. Taking a deep breath. Okay. Taking a deep breath. Glass water. Okay. Practicing, improving, improving confidence and listening music. Okay. Stay calm, self motivation, closing eyes by preparing well for interview, laughing out loud, student overthink. Okay. Stop thinking about rejection. Okay. Thinking there is no one in front of us. Opposite person doesn't know anything. Okay. Self confidence, motivate, self motivation. See, you already have all the ideas with you. But the problem is we are not putting them into practice. And that's the only problem that we face. Okay, fine. So fears are many. Fears are many. I got a good responses from your end. Thank you so much. Fears are many. As you can see here, fears like fear of speaking English. And few people have and few people have yes. And few people have this problem of fear of making mistakes. And few people have this fear of being judged by someone based on your speech, fear of interviews, fear of failure. Like fears are many. Like it's not fixed. Like every person has the same fear. Like it will be different for different people. So you need to understand what kind of fear you have, based on which you need to work upon them. As we already know the solutions for them, but the problem here we face is we never put them into practice. So simply what you can do for controlling fear, as you already mentioned this point, take a deep breath, relax and be yourself. Just because you are going for interview doesn't mean you should change your personality into something else. Just be you. If you are a natural being you, then automatically you don't need to fear about anything like how to behave and everything. Then if you be yourself, then if you have any bad habits of shaking legs or something like that, then automatically that will also affect. Here, be yourself in the sense, make your personality in such a way that looks so professional with the body language as well as the communication. So the first thing that you need to practice, like you need to train your body. You need to train your body, you need to train your voice, you need to train your English and everything. So, and after practicing all these things, if you be yourself, automatically there's no place of fear here. And what's the purpose of this deep breathing? Like everyone says that we need to take the deep breath. Let's just dive into biology once. Like what happens whenever we take deep breath inside our body. Whenever we feel tense, what happens? The blood pressure increases, out of which our heartbeats fastens, and our blood is hitting our mind very fastly, due to which, just like a machine works. If a machine works continuously, what will happen? That get heated, due to which that won't work properly. In the same way, if we getting tensed and if that blood pressure continuously flowing, then our mind has no space to think new ideas. So if you take deep breath, what will happen? You are making everything inside your body under your control. Then automatically everything is under the control. Then you can perform well. Like you have some space left to think new ideas to your mind. Okay. So that's why you need to think, do this and focus on the listener, not yourself. So we always do this thing. Like whenever we sit in front of the interviewer, like we always focus on the opposite person. So you should focus on focus in such way only. But few people have this habit focusing on themselves. Like our body can only think on only one aspect at a time. Like we can't able to think equally on two aspects. So what will happen if you focus on yourself, like how you are sitting, how you are behaving, or like thinking whether you are doing well or not, your performance is good or not. So if you focus on yourself in such aspects, automatically you will forget the message that you want to convey, because your most focus is on yourself only, right? So you will forget the message. So that's why never focus on yourself. Just leave your body as it is, and just forget you're there. You are not there. Instead, focus on the listener here. Love, how he's taking your words. Like you can observe each and everything. You can just like here there is a puppetry. There is a art of puppetry. Just by seeing his expressions, his eye contact, you can easily sense how he is receiving your message. Based on which you can able to guide your mind in such a way that that should sound mature, that should sound logical. So you can change your message according to the situations. So that's why never try to focus on yourself, always try to focus on the listener. And never focus on message. Sorry, focus on the message, not the words here. Okay. Okay. So focus on the message. Like whatever the message that you want to convey, just focus on that, the core idea of that, but not the words that you are going to choose. If you focus on the words, what will happen? You will forget the message here. And if you forget the message, automatically your fear comes here. So if you have a belief in your message, then just automatically words naturally comes along, right? If you have a good English, like if you practice good English, then automatically, if your message is clear, then word or framing sentence is never a problem for us. That's why just practice the English. Like I have already told you, like just dedicate 5 minutes time every day, like 5 minutes for listening and building vocabulary, and 5 minutes is for speaking. Like you can speak with yourself, stand in front of mirror and speak with yourself, or just record yourself and just take the selfie videos of yourself and just take one random topic and just try to speak that. So if you keep doing all these things, what will happen? Automatically, we habituated to that speaking, and there is no place for this fear. So that's why never focus on these words. Always try to focus on the message. If you focus on the word, then your answer will be eliminated from your mind. Then what will you do with the words if you don't have any message with you? Right? And focus on the success, not alternatives. Our mind will train us that what we feed to that. That's why never talk anything negative to yourself. If you speak negative to yourself, your mind will just take that negative words, out of which that will guide you in a negative way, right? Always try to have one like here success in the sense we do have a great visualization skills. We being a humans, like we can visualize ourselves now by closing our eyes. We can visualize ourselves as the person who is now there in between the snow mountains. But we are physically here, but we can visualize in such way, right? In the same way, you need to always visualize a positive outcome, or always try to focus on the success. For example, You are in your interview office, and you need to feed your mind in such a way that you need to think about the success, visualize the success. Like you need to feed your mind in such a way that this is the office that you are going to work for the next 3 years. Here are the people you are going to watch every day, and this is a place you need to come every day, as he is going to be my HR throughout these 3 years. If you visualize in such way and fix everything to your mind, then automatically that got fixed, then you will perform so well. So there is no fear. What if you visualize in such a way that what if I do any mistake, or if I say any wrong answer? What if I go to my home and if I won't get this job, what my parents feel? So if you feed such kind of negativity, then automatically out of that fear you can't perform well. Okay. So always try to visualize the success, not any alternatives. What if your mind is saying, for suppose, any alternative? Like if not this job, something else. Will you perform better in the interviews if such thing there in your mind? Definitely not. Because you have one alternative in your mind, right? If not this, something else. Like your mind is making you some comfort, but you can't definitely perform well. Like if what if you visualize in such a way that this is the only opportunity you have, you need to prove everything here only. It's all about the self motivation that you already mentioned. Like there is no great motivator anywhere. It's just our inner self. We need to motivate ourselves. Okay. And visualize a positive income, as I already told you, and do your homework. Here, what is mean by homework? Homework in the sense for interviews, particularly how many rounds of interviews are there, and for such rounds, what it is required, and for that requirement, what I need to learn, and while learning, what how I need to execute them in the interview part. Like in the group discussion, there are going to be 10 people around me, and if such situation comes, you need to question yourself. Like, can I able to speak with them properly? So it's all about questioning yourself, visualizing yourself in such positions, and expecting such type of questions, and immediately like if such question comes, do I have this answer? It's all about questioning yourself. And do the homework. Here homework in the sense practicing. Practice each and every round of interview, and it is very common in each and every round of interview that this communication is very common. Like just test, is your communication is fine or not? Like can I able to frame the sentence properly? Have I able to get the proper vocabulary while I'm speaking? Is my spontaneity good? Like if the question ends now, do I able to analyze that answer within 2 seconds and can able to start the answer within 2 seconds or not? So you need to do that such kind of homework and know what you want to say, and keep negative thoughts under control. If not, negative thoughts control you. Like you should, like your mind should not make you act. You need to train your mind. That should not train us. Okay. And that's why instead of saying my English is bad, you can say that my English is improving. And if you, instead of saying I will fail, you can say I will try. Why? Because your brain believes what you repeat. And fear is temporary and regret is permanent. That just assume that you are now already in your graduations. Few people have already done their graduation. Now you are looking for a job. Your next aim is to get placed in a good company with a good package. So if you are not practicing well right now, and after your graduation completes and you go for interviews, as you find that your communication skills are bad, and after struggling 2 to 3 years, then you definitely are going to get this regret that why haven't utilized it that time properly. And you know very well what's this age about. That my intention is not to make you panic, but I'm just telling you what actually it is. So that's why instead of having these kind of regrets later, it's better to regret right now, and then regret have some idea like what to learn, when to complete something. And but you need to complete everything before your graduation is done. And once you are done with your graduation, immediately you need to get placed. So to get placed, what is the way to achieve that way? What I need to follow? So this communication is a major part of that interview. Then just test your communication is a fine or not. If not, what new ideas I can bring, or what new ways I can bring here to practice. So this is what you need to research every day. So that's why speak today and grow tomorrow. And that's the exact reason why I'm giving you all the chances here to let you on your mic and speak. Even though it is taking sometimes no issues. I can also teach this content and I can leave. But the whole intention of this subject called soft skill is to make you confident in your speaking. And when you can get that confidence only if you speak in such kind of this kind of situations, in classes, in seminars, in presentations. If you start speaking in such situations, then automatically for the first time you will have a lot of fear, and the second time a bit less, and third time, fourth time, and at the fifth time you don't have any problem at all. So this is all about taking the initiation. So that's why use your mic as much as you can. No issues. I can give you some, time to speak whatever your thoughts are, but you need to speak. And from tomorrow, before the class starts, I'll give a chance to total 5 people. So total 5 people. I will give a chance to total 5 people, and I don't call anyone name here. Like we are not in a school anymore to point out someone and pressuring someone to speak. As it's you, I hope you are matured enough. So if you really want to utilize this chance, where I'm giving you chance to speak for 1 minute, which is just a minute talk. So you need to take one random topic all by yourself and you need to speak about the topic for 1 minute. And I'll only give you chance for 5 minutes. As I will start this today itself before ending class, I'll take that. Those who are interested, they can do that. Okay. Yes. As I already mentioned, speaking is like communication is not about speaking as it is a part of hearing too. So we are blessed with 2 ears and one mouth. So it's a constant reminder that we should listen at least twice as much as we talk. As you need to keep this thing in mind, particularly during the group discussion times, where we need to add a lot of points to the person who spoke before us. So unless we have this proper listening skills, we can't add any points to their points, right? If you say your own points, then how will that look like? That won't look like a discussion at all. That looks like your individual speech. But that is a group discussion. And even like particularly during the interview times, our mind is in very absence mode. Like we misunderstood the question a lot of times. Out of which, if we give different answers not related to the question someone is asking, automatically they will understand that your listening skills are poor. Okay. Yes. Okay. Okay. Fine. Before I proceed, is there anyone? Is there anyone in the class who wants to speak on any random topic for 1 minute? I'll give you chance. They can raise their hand.
Hi, sir. Am I audible?
But you need to on your video too, like your mic as well as your camera. Because communication is something not about what you speak, it's all about the body language too. So it's better if you on the video so that a whole communication will happen. It's not just verbal communication. Gnaptika, are you ready? Yes. Is there anyone? Yes, Balaji. Balaji.
Yes, sir.
Yes. You can on your mic as well as video, your cam, and then you can start speaking. Yes, Balaji. Are you doing? Yeah, I said tomorrow, but I'm giving you chance today as well. Yes, Hiranya.
Sir, video start అవ్వట్లేదు.
Okay.
It's not open.
You can try. 1 second.
Sir, video is not coming, sir. Stopping.
Yes, sir.
The host has stopped it.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Amar.
Hello, sir. 2 minutes. I'm giving permission.
Okay. Definitely, Pavi. You can prepare it. Yes. Let's proceed with that topic. After this topic, I'll give you a chance. Okay. All right. So the next thing here is the tips for improving your communication skills. Like we already discussed many, and now hope you now got that access, Sharanya.
Good evening, sir.
But I can't see you.
Small disturbance, sir. Wait. Sir, now also you cannot start your video because of the host has disabled it. Anna, sir.
Okay. Okay. Leave it. We'll take some other time. Let's just proceed with the topic, and I'll give you chance later. Yes, Katik. Katik. Okay, fine. We'll proceed now. So tips for improving your communication skills. So make communication a priority. Just like we have a lot of priorities in our life, Like we do have our daily routine that we continuously do, just like we speak in our communication. Okay, now video access is there. Okay, we'll leave that. I'll take the jam session at the end of the class. So here, make communication a priority. Take classes as you already taking, and also take classes to someone. In the sense, for particularly technical one, like if you explain something to someone, you will get a lot of advantage of gaining that, right? And read books. What's the purpose of this reading books? So that we can learn a lot of vocabulary. So by that, we get easily habituated using those words in our language too. And magazine articles are learned from successful communicators. So there are a lot many things that you can do as we have this boon called technology now. So you can use this technology well. Uh, in YouTube, you will find a lot of videos. Like there will be a lot of famous personalities, your famous film stars or someone whose interviews are there, like a podcast are there, where you can watch such kind of things. By that, we can easily able to learn a lot of words from them. And around you, and seek a mentor or coach. Simplify and stay on message. Like whenever you are trying to speak, so you need to simplify everything instead of complicating. Like one word substitutes are there. What are one word substitute? For example, classroom. Instead of classroom, I can say that a place where student comes and teacher teaches writing on the board, chairs, and everything. I can simply use this classroom. Based on that word classroom, who listens, they can easily sense like how classroom look like, right? So this is how you need to make everything okay. And engage your listeners or readers. What if you are speaking with your friend now and she or he is not letting you to speak? Like he is continuously sharing what he want to trying to convey. Like is that communication very interesting to you? Means no, not at all. Like it should be from both ends. That's why you need to always engage your listeners too. Then only we can expect a proper communication between two persons. Like you should ask them that what you feel. Like I'm feeling this way. What do you feel? So they will also engage and they will speak. Out of which that communication goes very interesting. And take time to respond, as this is very important, and make sure you are understood. Don't blame the other person for not understanding. So before you speak, you need to make everything proper, like proper sentences, and you need to speak and develop your listening skills too. As I mentioned, what's the importance of developing listening skills, and body language is important. And in the upcoming slides, I'm going to show you what kind of body language that we need to present. And maintain eye contact, as eye contact is a part of body language too. Then I'll show you how to give a proper eye contact and respect your audience, like how we can respect the interviewer or the audience in the presentation just by language only. So try to use a lot of polite language, so courteous words. So these are the tips. And what are the barriers to communication in workplace? Like cultural barriers are there. So people from different religions, countries, language may become the problem here. So this is the cultural barrier that we face. Normally, every culture has their own language. So we apply the same slang of that language to this English, due to which we don't understand what someone is trying to convey. Or even if we apply same kind of slang with this English, then others will not understand what we are trying to convey. And ineffective communication, like lack of information delays performing tasks. Like information is also very important to have. So you need to have a all-round knowledge. Like particularly if we take jam round or group discussion round, all those topics that they are going to give you is something which is happening around us. It's not technical, but they might ask you a topic on wars or AI or anything it may be. Like what is happening around us. right? In group discussion, these kind of topics, societal topics are very common. Is living relationships now a very trending? Is it a good thing or not? Like you should have some knowledge, like what is happening around us. So this information, if there is no information on that, automatically, no matter how perfect we are in this English, we can't speak, right? And over communication is also not good. That we should not over speak. Speak what is necessary. And emotional distractions. Normally, there is one humorous incident that I faced. I was once taking interview, and there's a small cabin, and one girl entered the interview room, and I just asked her one simple question: "What is your weakness?" I just asked her one simple question, that is, "What is your weakness?" So what she replied is, "My parents are my weakness," and she started getting emotional. She started crying, and she started going out by crying. So outside there are few people who misunderstood the situation. So this emotional distractions plays a role in barrier. So you should never let your emotional thing that controls you. As interview is something that we are going to ask for the opportunity, and this is very common. If we share something personal to someone who is a stranger, so automatically we get emotional. So never let your emotional distractions comes to your interview part. Avoid things that keeps your mind out of focus. And that's the exact reason why from the very first day, I'm telling you to just keep your personal information with you personally, and only share the professional information, as it is good for the professional place as well as you can avoid these emotional distractions. And there are some personality barriers too, like strange attitude, easily getting distracted, not getting ideas. Like everyone has one strange attitude with them. You need to understand, or you need to know what strange attitude you have, and you need to work upon that. As for one example that I want to share you, as I was taking interview, mock interview, and there is one girl who came, and her knowledge is immense. Like her knowledge is too perfect, and she is explaining everything is well. But she has this strange attitude of widely opening her eyes and not even blinking. She just continuously staring at me, and she is giving a proper answers although. But I was just like, is there any superficial powers revolving around me? Was a bit panicked, like why she is looking at that. That is a strange attitude. Those kind of things are strange attitudes. So later at the feedback time, I told her, this is a strange attitude that you have, where you need to work upon. And the further next time, she followed everything well, and she didn't look it that way. Like she practiced it very well on that. So that's why try to record yourself and just speak, where you have the scope of understanding if you have any such kind of strange attitude within yourself. And easily getting distracted or not getting ideas is also a barrier that we face. Like we distract a lot. So never let your mind distract. That is how you need to train your mind. It's all about practice. And yes, this is all about the barriers about the communication. Now let's see the types of communication here. The first type here is the verbal communication, which is useful in face-to-face round and telephonic or video conferences. Everywhere it is important. So what is verbal communication? Whatever we speak with our voice, that is nothing but the verbal communication. Here are the elements of voice. So modulation. You need to modulate your voice. Like it should be like a soundbox. In soundbox, we have separate options like modulation, this pitch and everything, bass. In the same way, we are not robots. We are humans for a reason, right? So we have this ability to change the voice according to whatever we want. So whenever you start, you should start with a high voice, and then gradually it should go slow, and then high and then low. This is what the modulation that you need to make with your voice. That makes the listener so interested that like you are letting others interested. So that's why if you use the monotone just like a robo, others will not get any interest in listening to you. Can you tell the etiquette in soft skills? Etiquette is a separate topic that I'll teach you. And next, pace. What is mean by pace? It's a speed of our language. Like it should not be that slow and not be that fast. You need to maintain a pace that should be understandable. Okay. And use dynamics like you can watch TV anchors, and you can try to watch the videos who are famous communicators, or there are some famous personalities who give excellent speeches. You can observe their voice, each and every aspect, not what they speak. They just observe the sound, voice, and everything. So by that, we can easily understand how to maintain a proper voice. And concentrate on your pitch. Pitch is nothing but the sound here. Like based on the place, based on the persons, you need to modulate your speech. Like if you are talking with one person, you should know or having consciousness how much voice I should maintain. Or if you are in a group, or if you are in a classroom giving the presentation, or if you are in your meeting room giving the presentation, you need to understand like how much voice I should maintain. Like in group discussion, it's a total different scenario. So you need to modulate your voice a bit high. You need to raise up your voice. And in one-to-one round, you can little bit or you can lower your voice and you can speak. But it should not be that low. And use appropriate words, as these words are also very important. Even though your intention is not to be rude with one person, but based on the words that we choose, others will judge us. So that's why try to choose the words which look so polite, courteous words. Okay. So organize thoughts. While in the verbal communication, you need to follow like organize everything properly in your mind and then try to speak and paint word picture. Like if you started speaking, others should easily able to paint the whole picture into their mind. That is how clear communication that we need to make. And also watch grammar. As I already mentioned, that grammar rules are very important. I, I am not meaning that you should particularly follow this grammar very strictly, as this is a language we can speak in any way. Like we don't need to be that strict with each and every word, but at least there will be some basic rules that we need to follow. And clear with your voice, like clarify, listen, encourage, appreciate, and reassure. So you need to follow all these things with the clarity, and don't give orders or attack or be aggressive or be ridiculous with your voice or with your words. And now let's coming to the non-verbal communication. If you ask me what is more important, verbal communication or non-verbal communication, then I would definitely say non-verbal communication is more important here. As I already explained you yesterday that why this non-verbal communication is important, because your body don't have any chance of lying. As I mentioned one example, rubbing nose for the night shift part. So you don't have any scope of lying. So that's why they consider your non-verbal communication only. So you're in the non-verbal communication, you can see this pie chart. Like in the whole communication, only 7% is conveying through words and 38% with your voice. But the major percentage, that is 55%, it is conveyed through your body language. Like if your words, grammar, your way of speaking is good, but if you are lacking this body language skills, then that goes really waste. It's a waste of communication. So it's equally important that our body language is also very important. It's not just like in the interviews, it is a life skill for us. It is a survival skill for us, like to maintain a proper body language, to maintain a proper language with our words too. Everywhere, not just in interviews. So categories here are body movement, like the way you walk and the posture, way you sit, stand. I know these are not going to decide our employment, as this is just a part, but has a major role. Okay. And gesture, like movement of your hands, arms, feet, and your facial expressions, your eye contact, your space, place of sitting or distance. While speaking, few people don't maintain this kind of space, that we should have that consciousness how much space I should maintain while speaking with one person. And have you ever watched it, like whenever we walk with some of our friends, they just invade our space and we started walking somewhere. This is very common, but they don't know that they are doing that. And this is the exact problem that we face this nonverbal communication, that we don't have any consciousness on our body, that we might have consciousness on what we speak, but we don't have anything on that body language. Unless they find somewhere in the videos or something like that, they won't realize that. So that's why before someone realize your strange behavior, it's best you should realize it before and try to change that. And touch, even touch shows some kind of interpretation here, like shaking hands or patting on the back. And time, personal appearance like clothes, your hygiene, and the way you look is also very important. And para language, like as we already discussed in the verbal communication, that is speech volume and filler words. All these things comes part. Yes, our body language includes facial expressions. Like what should our face do? It will give expressions. We are a humans. We got this ability to change expressions from time to time. So you need to change them time to time. Like never keep like a robotic face. And eyes. What should our eyes do? It should give a proper eye contact, not staring. Staring is different. And lips. What should our lips do? It need to smile, show positivity, spread positivity there. And arms, hands, and fingers. What should these three things do? Like normally we do have this habit of folding our arms like this. Sorry, fingers like this. We never open our palms during the interview time. Like we play with something, or we just close this, or we just play with our fingers, with our own fingers. Even during the presentations time, we just clasp our hands back. This is what the weird things that we all do. Then what should we follow? Then just open your palms properly, and then just keep these palms on your hips while listening. And whenever you get any chance to speak, then just raise your palms and try to give the gestures according to that. I will go. So even your body should speak. While sitting, you don't need to give much gestures, but particularly during the interview time, you need to give a proper hand gestures. Like this is a proper gesture that you can see. Even the successful communicators will give these kind of gestures. Like they always keep their hand, but they never leave their hands down or playing with their hands. So this is all about the things of body language. And first we'll discuss about the facial expressions. It is an index of our mind. Whatever thing we think here, that will automatically show on our faces. So be very careful with each and every expression. Just like here, you can see there are 6 faces in total. And each face is showing some kind of emotion. Like first face shows sadness and shock, and then extreme happy. And then here you can see frustration, anger, fear. But no face is directly speaking with you, but the expression is speaking with you. By the expression itself, we can easily guess what he is thinking or what he is facing inside. I know we are not giving that much extreme expressions in the interview, but a slight expressions is enough to find what someone is feeling inside. So you should never let your insecurities or something like that to your interview. As a face is an important source of information. Yes, Pradeep. Okay. As a face is an important source of information. So, and we can't easily hide that, right? Just a second. Okay. So we can't hide that. as it is a important source of non-verbal communication, and the interviewer only focus on your face. And even whenever you see some person, the first focus is on their face only, right? So you can't easily hide that. Then what should we follow with our facial expression? Don't keep any stolid face, and don't raise your eyebrows. Stolid face in the sense, never keep this expressionless face. Like you need to be very spontaneous with your expressions too. You need to change. Like you don't need to give any extreme expressions, but slight expression. Like we are not robots, right? You should let others know that you are not a robot. And few people have this habit of raising their eyebrows while listening. So if you have that habit, just overcome that and purse your lips or mustache. Like we do have this habit of playing with our lips, mustache, and biting the lip, licking the teeth, even though you are doing it for the second, that not looks good, and that is a distracting part. And frown. What is mean by frown? Can anyone tell me what is mean by frown? Frown. Yes, anger expression. Anger expression. I'm wrinkling your nose. Like whenever we don't understand anything, we just wrinkle our nose a bit. By that, others can easily sense you are not getting what someone is trying to convey. And express boredom or expose unwillingness. All these things should be completely avoided. Then what we can do? Just be natural. Just be what you are, and be spontaneous with your expressions, and then just keep it friendly. How? By smiling. And also try to execute your confidence, conviction, and vitality. I know everyone know this word confidence. Can anyone tell me what is conviction and vitality? Conviction and vitality. Okay. Find the meaning of those words. Conviction and vitality. Yes. Guilt. Full of energy. Conviction is a deep. Okay. Okay. Don't touch your face. Here are two main reasons. If you touch your face, that you are distracting the interviewer. And it is also not good because each touch shows some kind of interpretation. Like I'll show you, by that you'll understand. And eyes. Eyes are called windows of our souls. So if you keep your pupil at the center, then others can easily understand that you are very much concentrated. Gazing up for a long time shows that you are thinking, like your thinking skills are bit poor. And gazing down, like few times we fake something in the interview, and if they suspect that and they keep asking questions again and again, out of that shame we automatically seize down. But if you do so, then automatically that's a clear sign that you are guilty of that. Even with the gazing on side or wandering means nothing but searching, looking somewhere instead of interviewer size. So then what we can do, just keep your pupil um, at center. Then what's the difference between this staring and giving the proper eye contact? Staring means a continuous stare that you can see here, the woman. If someone is looking at you in such way, will you feel comfortable? But that is the exact expression and the exact looks that we give in the interview, which is not at all good for our like body language. Instead, what we can do, instead of staring continuously, you need to blink for a second. You need to look side for a second, this side, that side, up, down. You need to change your contact for a second, not for a long time. And you then come back to the interviewer size again. This is how you need to give a proper eye contact. Like most of the time, you should concentrate on interviewer eyes, but that should not continue as long as your interview completes. Like you should change your contact in between. So that's eye contact. And don't blink too much and don't gaze, nothing but a continuous stare. avoid the contact, and avoiding the contact is something that you need to completely avoid, and a blank stare or concentrating on one section. Like few people have this habit of concentrating on one section and coming back to the interview, guys. But it's not just one section, you need to concentrate on each and every section here. And look anywhere else, or fears or scared look is something that you need to completely avoid. Then what we can do, look at the audience personally, as you need to visualize someone who is sitting in front of you is a person who you already know. Then automatically you won't face any problem giving the eye contact. And be alert for the feedback, convey your conviction, sincerity, confidence, and maintain your eye contact throughout with all. In two situations where one is presentation. During presentation, the candidates are everywhere, left side, right side, back, front. So it's very important to give eye contact with each and everyone who is sitting in the class. Like you should never stare at some wall or up. Or sometimes there is this panel interview where 3 to 4 members are taking your interview. During that time, should not only give the answer to the one who questioned you, should also give the eye contact with each and everyone who is sitting there while answering. Okay. Yes, that's what I have told you, this thing. And keeping too much eye contact might creep people out, as you should not look in such way. Or giving no eye contact might make you seem insecure. So you should avoid both these two things. And next, gestures. Notice how you sit, how you stand, and how you use your hands, legs. All this indicate your personality. And there is a synonym for this interview, that is personality test. And what is personality here? Everything like that you maintain with your body language. Here, posture you can see. Posture is nothing but the way we sit, stand. Like among all these three pictures, no posture is good. Like leaning too backward or leaning too forward. Like few people have this habit of leaning forward whenever someone is asking question. Like you should never show such kind of signs. Or folding your uh, arms or legs. So you should completely avoid such. And importance of space. Here you don't need to measure exactly with a tape or scale, but you should have the consciousness that how much space I should leave for a person, as this is also important aspect. And now you can see now some non-verbal behavior with some interpretations, like brisk or erect walk. If you brisk and if you walk erectly, that shows confidence. And standing with hands on hips shows readiness. And sitting with legs crossed, foot kicking shows boredom. And sitting legs apart, that shows open and relaxed. Arms crossed on chest shows defensiveness. Walking with hands in pockets, shoulders hunched shows dejection. What is meant by dejection? Can anyone tell me what is meant by dejection? Yes, dejection. Okay, it's a kind of rejection only. Fine. Hand to cheek. If we keep our hand to this cheek and we seems to someone like we are evaluating. Like we normally evaluate, right? While keeping our hands on cheeks. And touching slightly, rubbing nose shows rejection, doubt, lying. Yesterday I have shown you one example. And rubbing the eye, your friend is asking, let's go for a movie. And your friend is saying, let's see. This rubbing eye see that clearly she is not interested. And hands clasped behind back shows anger, frustration. Locked ankle shows apprehension. What is meant by apprehension? What is meant by apprehension? Yes, disappointed, sadness. Any other meanings? Okay, fine. And hand resting in the hand, eyes downcast shows boredom. Rubbing hands shows anticipation, that you are eagerly waiting. And sitting with hands clasped behind head, legs crossed, it shows the confidence. And open palm shows sincerity, openness. Like that's why I have told you that you need to open your palms always. That shows your openness. If you close, that shows your nervousness. And pinching a bridge of nose, eyes closed, it shows a negative evaluation. And tapping or drumming fingers. When we do this, whenever we are impatient. Pointing fingers, like this is totally different from this. Whenever we want to address, try to address with a proper all fingers. Never address someone with this one finger. It's only fingers change, but that will impact a lot. Patting or fondling hair. Few people have this habit of playing with their hair. That shows the lack of self-confidence and insecurity. And tilted head shows that you are really interested. And a stroking chin shows trying to make a decision. And looking down, face turned away shows your disbelief. And biting nail shows your insecurity, your nervousness. And pulling or tugging your ear shows that you can't able to take the decision properly. See, each and every touch shows some kind of interpretation here. But do we have any consciousness on what our hands are doing or where it is touching means? No, not at all. Like it is automatic. We don't have any consciousness on that. Then what we can do? You need to train your body also. Like it should work properly. So these are just few examples that I've shown you as an example, but there are many other things. So that's why while communicating, it is important that words are the major thing, but it is also equally important to maintain a proper body language. And that's why you keep hearing, like we keep hearing this for a long time, that our body language should be proper in the interview. Like what exactly is this body language mean? This. And all these things, like you can change your body language, but all new habits, it's take a while. And if you try and change too many things at once, it might become confusing and feel overwhelming. That's why never concentrate on changing everything at once. Yes, one plus. Okay. So try to focus one by one, like focus on eye contact first and then gestures and then like your posture. So if you keep changing one by one, then automatically it will be good. What if you focus everything at once? That will make us confused. Okay, this is all about the communication. Hope you found a lot of answers from this class. And if you have any questions, you can please ask me. As the class has ended. If you have any other questions. Okay. And one thing I want to let you know that our classes are going to be resumed again on Tuesday, as there is no class tomorrow on Friday. However, there is no class on Saturday and Sunday. And on Monday also there will be no class. So from Tuesday it is going to be resumed. So you don't need to attend the class on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Okay. Hope this is clear to you. Okay, you can attend class directly on Tuesday at the same time. Yes, but these 3 days, no classes. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. 4 days total. In interview, non-verbal communication is important or not? Of course, it is important. That's why I've taught you. Yes, Friday there is no class. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So you can directly come to the class on Tuesday. Okay. Yes, after the course completion, you will get the certificate. Hope you are done with the attendance. If you have anything that you want to share, or soft skills, how many module? Grooming is in separate class that I'll teach you after 2 classes. Okay, thank you so much. Thanks for your patience. Hope this class helped you to find a lot of answers for your questions, and we'll meet you in the next class with a new topic. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. So, thank you, students. There are 2-3 questions about the test. So, dear participant, by end of this program, whenever we are going to complete the program, there will be one test. All the information, proper information will be shared with you at that time. Okay, and it will be completely based on entire syllabus. So, every day is important. Then about the certification, yes, for certification, test marks, and on top of it, attendance is also important. So, make sure you are attending sessions on daily basis. Yeah, so that's the two things. So as sir said that, so next 3-4 days we are not going to have the classes. Anyhow, Saturday, Sunday we are not having classes in any week, but Friday and Monday. So for this week only the class are cancelled. So we'll meet you Tuesday with the same flow at same time, sharp at 5 o'clock. So on this note, thank you so much for joining the today's session, and see you soon.